guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry if I sound strange, but I'm sick and I'm trying so hard to get over it. But it just keeps wanting to just hang around. So this video is a video of what I got for Christmas. Pretty much all I asked for was books. Like, I need more books. But I think it's so awesome that when I finish a book, I can go around in my room and look through what I have to see what I feel like reading. It's like my own personal library. I love it. I'll show you what I got from my friends, family, you know, my husband and everybody. So what I did was on Book Outlet, I made a huge list. I think it was like $300 or something. And told him just to go and pick out whatever you want. Whatever looks interesting to you. So that's what he did. That's my husband. So I told him don't spend too much. Just give me a few books. He got me probably more than I deserved. But he's just really sweet like that. So first book on top is The Shining Girls by Lauren Bukes. Utterly original, beautifully written, and I must say it creeped the holy bejesus out of me. This is something special. That right there is what sold me on the book. I love creepy shit. I love freaking myself out. I don't like stuff like gore and butcher people up stuff. I like stuff that makes you think. Stuff that you don't expect it to be one thing and it turns out to be something totally different. I love supernatural, paranormal stuff. That's the shit I'm into. I love psychological thrillers and stuff. I do a lot of my reading at night, so I can creep myself out quite easily with books like this. So The Girl Who Wouldn't Die hunts the killer who wouldn't or who shouldn't exist. So yeah, it was like $4. As you know, if you buy books, that adult book, way more than YA books. So if you can get them on Book Outlet, hell yeah. I try to get most of my adult books on Book Outlet because this one right here is $28, whereas this book, if it were classed as YA, would be $17 or $18. So that's crazy. Then I got The Necromancer's House. This is kind of like in that same realm. I like that kind of stuff. A graceful, horrific read, beautifully written, an unsettling brew of genuine terror. Hours. Deliciously creepy, heartbreaking, and beautiful. I just love that cover too. It kind of makes me think of like London or like somewhere Europe. Chimney Sweepers Come to Dust. A Flavia de Luce mystery. This one is great fun. The Globe and Mail. This one I kept seeing on there on Book Outlet and I've just been really curious about it. Can you tell? Ugh, my autofocus is terrible. People who say they don't judge a book by a cover are lying. Watchmaker of Filigree Street. This is another one that I just kept seeing the cover of and really liked it. And this one has a hole here and the clock is on the inside, or I should say the watch. But the whole thing looks like a watch. And this one, that's the only thing about Book Outlet is, you know, you get the books at a really, really huge discount, but they're not in perfect condition. There is a drawback, but usually they're really minor, and you know, once this sits on my bookshelf, it'll get squished back into shape. He lived his life like clockwork until he met the watchmaker. Survive the Night, Danielle Vega. She is the one who wrote the Merciless books, and I've read the first one and I loved it, so I immediately went on Book Outlet to see if they had anything else. that she's written, and this one was there. And this skull has like glitter on it and texture. This cover is really cool and really girly, like really punk rock. And on the back it says we're all gonna die down here. Oh, and Stephen King wrote page to page style terror. So I'm looking forward to that. Then The Creeping. If you hunt for monsters, you'll find them. Ooh. And she's like in the tree. I don't know. I guess it's a cool cover. I don't know how I feel about it. I like it, but I don't like it. Like, if she just wasn't maybe looking at the camera, maybe it would have been better. I don't know. I don't usually like people on the covers. I don't know. Then I got the second book. Seraphina is the first one, and holy shit, this is so much bigger than Seraphina is. In the sky, dragons flame and grapple on the ground. Seraphina seeks allies in her half-dragon brethren. Can there be peace between humans and dragons, or will war destroy them all? So I like books about dragons and medieval times and period pieces too. Secret of Magic. If you like The Help, you'll love this one. And this one is kind of ripped down here at the bottom. I don't know if that was like that when I got it, or if just being shoved back into the box when I opened it for Christmas, if that was on there. A lot of these books, I read the synopsis to them when I put them in my basket, but I can't remember them all exactly. This is another one that I've been so curious about. I've seen this one at Books A Million and whatnot. It's in the Jacoby series. It's a period piece, and I really, really love watching period shows and movies, and so, and books too. So, we'll see. And then Bones and All. That's another one that the cover just looked awesome. You'll be captivated by this sympathetic female killer who ups the ante in every imaginable way. So we got a female badass killer. And then Gretel and the Dark. Atmospheric and beautifully written, a subtle and thoughtful novel, one of the best of 2014. So this one I watched a few book reviews on, and it got really high ratings, so I definitely wanted to try it out, and that cover is to die for. Just beautiful. This is the second to the Bone season, The Mime Order. This is another chunker of a book. I still have to read the Bone season, but I have it, and this was on there at Book Outlet for really cheap, so I put it on my list, and I'm glad he picked it out. I hope my niece watches this. She colored me a picture. Look, Emma. She put this in my stocking. Thank you, Emma. I love it. I'm going to put it right over here with my books and stuff, and you know how much I love my books. My sweet husband also got me an e-reader. I have been asking for one of these for a while, and it wasn't really a priority because I don't really read a whole lot of books on here, but I have gotten several arcs that they only do them on e-readers, and all I had was my iPad, and the glare on the screen gave me a headache so much that I just wouldn't read them. So he finally got me an e-reader, so thank you. I love it. This is the Kindle Fire. They're really, really inexpensive nowadays, so I'm glad to have that. And then when I was gone out of town, you guys, I came back and it was like Christmas again. I had books waiting for me, and I'm just going to show you right now what I got in the mail, and then I'll do another video and open all the boxes all at one time, so that this video isn't like forever long. So I came back, and this is our story by Ashley Elston was here. We all handled that gun. We all fired that gun. We all know that any one of us could go down for this if the other three decide that's what needs to happen. It is the secret that binds us. So this is a story of some tragedy that happens, and they all have to rely on each other to keep the secret in order to not get caught for it. So 5 went in, 4 came out. So I guess it's a murder that happens. And yeah, I love all of that psychological thriller shit. And then Spindle, another beautiful cover, and it feels so good. This is by E.K. Johnston, and who also wrote 1,000 Nights. Really excited to dive right into this one. Powerful. Spindle is both mythical and true, old beyond reckoning, and dazzling, gloriously new. The storyteller queen lives, and her name is E.K. Johnston. Sounds good. I also got Where the Future Ends, Where Futures End. One of the most ambitious YA novels I've ever read. That is the tagline that got me. I even want to try to say this person's last name. Parker Peavy House? I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but it's P.V. House. Look at that. P.V. House, right? I always feel like I'm butchering authors' names. Anyway, it says, taut, tragic, and perfectly executed, P.V. House's brilliant debut is the intertwined tale of worlds colliding in which truth becomes myth and tomorrow's past must transcend yesterday's most dreamed of future. Sounds crazy! And the cover's like a door and a door and a door, or a mirror and a mirror and a mirror. So it looks intriguing. How freaking cool is this cover? How beautiful is that cover? Nemesis. And this one was the autographed copy. Can she trust him and her growing feelings for him? The king is her nemesis. I'm excited to dive into this one because I want to know why she's silver. And is that like tattooed on her? I mean, she just looks like a freaking badass. And scary. Girl, you scary. Also, I came home and this letter was here. And this one was because I pre-ordered The Fire and Stars, and the author sent out a bookmark and these 2 really cool, look at these. They're not postcards, they're just artwork. They are so gorgeous. Especially this one. I love a good villain. So that was really nice. But also, so that was really cute. I mean, it's just a cute little, like a little friendship bracelet with a little charm on it. And then also inside the bag, inside the envelope were little star stickers, but also it's little horse confetti. Little horsies. Some are gold and some are black. I've never seen horse confetti. So when I opened the envelope, it fell out. I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard to fight this. I just can't get it to go away. So that is like So that was my book mail and my book outlet order. Hey guys, that's my Christmas presents. Look, I can't even think. I'm like, so that's what I got for Christmas from my friends and family, and what I got when I came home. I'm kind of shooting these videos out like this because I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow, and I feel like I'm way behind and I need to catch up. So I'm gonna wrap this one up, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my owl crate and whatever else boxes I have sitting over there, because they are staring at me and I'm dying to know what's inside of them, but I just haven't felt up to it. So keep a watch out for that, and until next time, bye guys. I go la 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 la.